Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream this evening. Unfortunately, our regular streamer Diesel Dominator couldn't cover tonight. He's not feeling very well, so obviously, please join me in wishing him well, and hopefully he will be back with us from next week. But for this week, I'm covering the stream. Uh, I'm available this week. I'm not normally available on Wednesdays, but I've made myself available for you guys. Because we can't really have a league race without a stream, can we? Let's be honest. But we are at Spain. It seems to be Spain week for quite a few leagues. I mean, RRF1 have got it this week. Another league I raced in also had it this week. And if I was racing tonight in that other league, it would have been Spain as well. So everyone seems to love a bit of Spain this week. But first driver out on track this week was Mad Mark. Have a quick rundown of the drivers we've got this evening as we get rid of that menu. I'll say it now. We'll get rid of that menu, Woodsy, when you're streaming. You know, that menu there, that's really annoying when you're actually trying to watch it back. Get rid of that. Gaming Minion, Soapy Melons, Dragoon, Daft Tims, Woodsy, Dom, Bobo, Whitey, Dumar, 49, Mad Mark, The Reaper, Toto Wolf, Chocky, Brewdog, Zero, Find the Pass, and TSD Goomba. They are the drivers that we will be watching tonight. I think there's a couple that are a bit late or running late. Yeah, there's a few drivers running late. I just see actually Tom said take your time, so I'm guessing Tom will be joining us imminently. But Mad Mark was the first driver out on track, so we'll follow Mad Mark then as he comes down towards turn one. It is full qualifying, so in this session we will be missing the bottom 5 drivers, so only the top 15 will go through. At the moment, as I say, it's only 4 drivers, but actually 3 drivers will be losing. Hopefully Tom can get in, and then whoever else is missing, we can get them in as well. So we're sitting with Mad Mark, then he will be setting the initial time for everyone to aim for. Mad Mark reserving this evening alongside Soapy Melons, who, as we found out on Monday, Soapy Melons, very, very quick driver. Something for Zero to aim for this evening, and Find the Pass for that fact. Sitting with Mad Mark, then the Williams, then he comes down the second DRS straight up to the new and improved Sector 3. I really do like what they've done with Sector 3. Brought back the old style sort of last and penultimate corner. So here we go then, Mad Mark, full throttle up to here, maybe a little lift off. No, he doesn't lift off, sorry. Flat out. Little lift off round the final corner, up to the line, and he sets an initial pace of 1:12.6. That's Mad Mark with his first time. As Gaming Minion does a bit of a spin around. No, I'm not singing the song, Minion. You're not getting me to do it. So Whitey on the Haas is just going around the last corner to start his first lap. Mercedes is for 49 will be the next driver coming around. And for those who was actually tuning into my stream early before I actually started commentary, I wasn't talking. I was sitting there chilling, getting ready and psyching myself up for the stream. I just thought I'd start the stream early so you guys can get in early. 49 then up to the line. He does a 1:14.9. You can only imagine he maybe was going for a sort of a second out lap there. He's still not using battery, I just noticed there as well. So maybe he's just getting a couple of laps under his belt. 2 drivers come up to the line. So you've got Dumas just set a time of 1:13.3 and Woodsy a 1:14.6. We've got the Haas of Gaming Minion coming into the pits. We have the Red Bull of Soapy Melons then up to the line. He does a 1:12.2. So that's the time now to beat. He's knocked Mad Mark off the top spot. Evening James. Evening Chocky. So evening Bakey and Prime. I know you said hello earlier on as well. See James, when there's no racing on a Wednesday, I've still got something I can be doing. I'll always find something. Is that a Williams coming up? Yeah, it's a Williams of Mad Mark coming into the pits. Aston Martin of Find the Pass coming around to start his first lap. We have a Ferrari of Brewdog coming around to start his first lap as well. Brewdog the sole Ferrari at the moment. Daft Tims then. Daft Tims rounds the last corner. What can Tims do? He comes up the line of 13s, I think. 13.3 for Daft Tims. sets him into initial P4. Aston Martin of Woodsy coming round, I believe, probably to come into the pits. Find the pass. Find the pass. What can Find the pass do this evening? So it's very interesting to see how it plays out between himself. I mean, I'm just going to reel off a couple of the quick guys. Obviously, you got Pass, Zero, Soapy Melons this evening, joining as a reserve, like I've already said. Bobo, very quick driver. Goomba's normally sort of there or thereabouts as well. If Tom Stroudy gets in, there's another driver that will be there or thereabouts as well. Soapy Melons coming into the pits. Alpine of Zero then. What can Zero do? Medium tyre for Zero for his first run. He goes into P6 on a 1:13.9. We've got Mercedes of Bobo just about to start a lap. We have a Haas of Whitey, I think. No, yeah, Whitey's just coming into the pits. Alfa Romeo coming round now. That is Find the Pass, and he goes into P2, 1:12.6. Our Destroyer, so steam is down for PC. That's why he's not here at the moment. 49 then. What can 49 do? He improves a 1:15.3. Oh, no, it doesn't improve. Sorry, does a 1:15. I don't know. Goomba. Yep, Goomba then. So Goomba rounds the last corner. He wants to be in the 12s really if he can. Not quite. A 1:13.0 for Goomba. Initial P4 then for him. Gaming Minion, I think, is just starting a lap. He is. Last corner there is Toto Wolf. Up to P10 for Toto then, 1:14.6. Not much slower there, faster there, sorry, than Woodsy. I think we've just seen another driver up here. Yeah, Zero's just jumped up to a P4. He's improved on the medium tyre up to a 1:12.7. Got Dumont on an out lap. We have Find the Pass. I think Find the Pass is coming into the pits. He is. So the Ferrari of Brewdog. What's he do? He's down on his time. He's going to be coming into the pits as well. 49 is up on his time though. So let's see what 49 can do. Still showing that he's not using any battery. Evening Gunners. So yeah, 49 still not using no battery. He's a 14.7. So it's a slight improvement on what he was doing. Goomba's going to be coming into the pits, I imagine. Yeah, he's down on his time, so you see him swing to the right now. There we go. Soapy Melons has retired from session. Thinks he's done enough to get through. And to be fair, I think he is probably going to be safe on that time. Gaming Minion then. Early spin earlier on, but what can Minion do? Up just behind his teammate into P9 on a 1:13.9. Also on a medium tyre. There's quite a few guys who have gone out on mediums, to be fair. Toto Wolf, not an improvement that lap, unfortunately for him. Dumar, I think Dumar's... Is it? No, it's not glitched out, because people are actually using battery. He's another driver, Dumar, who's not using any battery yet. Hang on, Destroyer, I'll send you an invite, 2 seconds. I'm sure I've got you as a friend. Bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Yeah, there we are. There's an invite sent over to you, Destroyer. An Alpine of Dom. He's on an out lap, so he's starting his first flying lap there, Dom. We've got an Alpha Tauri of Chocky. So Chocky, this will actually be a timed lap for Chocky. He's on the medium tyre as well. So quite a few. There's probably more medium runners at the moment than there is soft runners. Not sure what's happening with the weather for the race. So maybe that might be a telling tale as to what is going to happen with the weather when you've got quite a few drivers actually out on mediums already. Dumar, he's actually using battery now. So Dumar went for a double out lap, I believe. He's now going on his timed lap. Again, he is on the mediums, but he's aiming to beat a 1:13.3. That was his first time that he set. Nice to see you actually got in, Destroyer. Welcome in. So we've got Bobo coming in, or as Gunners famously says, Bobo coming in. Find the Pass has left the session. Oh, he's lit. I wonder what's happened there then. because he's retired and then left the session. I'll see if I can send Find the Pass an invite. Not through the spectator menu, I won't be, because it's not. Oh. Huh? There you go. I'll send Find the Pass an invite quickly. Oh, I think it looks like we've got a stationary McLaren. Yeah, I think Daft Tim's is having a bit of difficulty getting into the pits there, actually. Mad Mark actually has improved as Mad Mark. He's up to P2. 112.5, that was an improvement, I believe. Got the Haas of Whitey. Whitey does improve up to P5, a 112.8 then for Whitey. Dom is invalidated. This will be in lap, I believe. They say he's petrol lights flashing away there. Yeah, it's kicked you out, Find the Pass, but I invited you back in. But as long as you get back in, I think you'll still go through on a 112.6. It's a fairly rapido time, that is. Brewdog is just about to start a second flying lap. He's on soft tyres now. Quite a few more people are actually putting the softs on. Find the Pass rejoins. That's good to see. Dragoon is just starting a lap. Woodsy and Dragoon. Team Aston Martin on a Wednesday division here. Dumas is coming in. Goes to the Reaper. The Reaper coming around. Oh, no, coming in. He hasn't. Just under 6 minutes of the session left. He's on the medium, so maybe coming in to stick some softs on. Whitey. Whitey coming in, as I suspected, to be honest. So we've got Bobo out on another outlet. We've got a Ferrari of Brewdog. Brewdog's actually on a lap. So let's go to Brewdog. Just over 7.5 temps up at the moment. So that would be enough to put him sort of a mid 113. So looking around P11, P10 at the moment for Brewdog. See if we can get any more of an improvement in Sector 3 as he rounds the last corner now. As committed as he can be without running too wide up to the line. He does go into a P7, a 113.0. So just over a second improvement there for Brewdog, which is a good improvement for him. Woodsy's on an outlap. Dragoon then, he's now starting a lap because his battery's now going down. Maybe another double outlap for Dragoon. So Timms is coming around to on his outlap, so he'll be going for his next time lap shortly. We've got an Aston of Dragoon then. I think Woodsy's actually coming round first. We do have a Mercedes. It's Bobo actually. So we go to Bobo. He'll be the next driver to set a time. Evening, Mad Mark. What are you going to do, Mad Mark, if you actually qualify near the top? You're not going to be able to pull over and let everyone go if you're starting like in the top 10. You're getting away. Bobo then round the corner. Round the last corner, up to the line. He does a 113.1. That's enough for provisional P10 for Bobo as it stands. Brewdog then. Brewdog's coming in. He's going slower, so he's not improving. Dragoon. Up to P12 for Dragoon. 113.2. Still on the medium tyre, though, so there's definitely a lot of improvement to come there from Dragoon. Destroyer's just starting a lap now. We have an Alpha Tauri, which is the Reaper on an outlap. We have a McLaren of Daft Timms, not too far actually from the back of the Reaper, but definitely enough space for him to complete his lap without any sort of interruption. Timms then, he does a 118.0, so that's not an improvement for Timms. Hopefully he can get a better lap this time. Bobo's down on his time. He must have made a mistake because he was definitely going for one, judging by how far down his battery has gone. Nosebleed and shit myself, says Mark. Gunners is trying to say hello to everyone in the stream chat. It's not Reaper, it is Chocky. So Chocky is on a lap. Let's go to Chocky. Just under half a second improvement so far for Chocky. Let's see what he can do then. Up to the line, he improves. Oh, we must have lost a bit of time. Just under 2/10 improvement for Chocky. Destroyer Jack jumps up into P2 above Mad Mark. Williams of Toto Wolf is on an outlap. Then we've got the other Alpha Tauri of the Reaper, who's actually coming around to complete a lap. He's got to beat a 1:13.9 at the moment to see if he can improve his time. He needs to get into that top 15, remember. So the Reaper then, he goes up to P12. That's where he wants to be, a 1:13.1. I think Daft Tim's actually just improved as well, another 1:13.1. So it's good from Tim's. Dragoon's coming in, Woodsy's coming in. I think the Aston Martins are out. Well, Dragoon's not, but Woodsy's definitely out. I imagine 14. No, so it's just Woodsy for definite at the moment. The other guys can improve. And that is exactly what Gaming Minion's going to want to be doing soon. He's just coming around to start his last flying lap in Q1. See if he can get himself into Q2. The Reaper is just coming through past a Haas there. Ferrari of Brewdog and the Ferrari of Destroyer. Destroyer will be coming in because he's just set a P2 time. Toto Wolf, he's one that will want to make an improvement, try and get himself into that top 15 and through to Q2. Here he comes in, he does a 1:13.2. He is the driver at risk as it stands. Chocky has retired. He believes he's done enough, and I believe and trust his judgment. So Toto Wolf has managed to get himself up. He's now keeping an eye on the 49. I think he's just starting now. He is. Gaming Minions on a lap, so we'll stick with Gaming Minion. 2/10 improvement at the moment. Not enough for Gaming Minion as it stands, so we'll stick with him. Big difference on pace between Monday and Wednesday. At the moment, it is still Q1, don't forget, and quite a few people have set their faster times on mediums, so there's a lot of time for improvement for these guys. Minion then up to P12, that's where he wants to be, up in that top 15. Well done, Gaming Minion. Toto Wolf's pulled out of it, so he's not going to be improving. It's just on the 49 now then. 49 needs to beat Dom's time of 1:13.2, so that's looking for about 1.5 seconds improvement here for 49. So he's about 1.2 up. So he's got the final sector. He's on the right track. Just can he keep it up? Can he beat Dom's time for 1:13.2? That is the magic number. 49 rounds the penultimate corner. Rounds the last corner. Wants to be as committed as he can. Don't run too wide. Up to the line. And he does a 1:13.4. So it's not quite enough of an improvement. Another couple of attempts, 2.5 attempts, and that would have been enough. Unlucky for 49, does not progress through to qualifying 2 then. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Q1. Give you a quick rundown in a second. But Q1 bragging rights go to Soapy Melons, the Monday driver reserving this evening. Just notice as well, look who's sitting P2. Very, very good time there from Whitey. Very good time. Say Destroyer P3, Mad Mark 4. Parson 0 on mediums. Dumar, also another driver that definitely be up there. Chocky in his own right, definitely another driver that could be up there. So it's going to make for an interesting race. It really is, especially where strategies come into play. So here we are then. So this is, I'll just do a race director thing. It's become a bit of a habit. Not many there to worry about. So we'll just scroll down. And unfortunately this evening in Q1 we say goodbye to a Toto Wolf, We say goodbye to both the Astons of Dragoon and Woodsy, and we say goodbye to the 49, who we saw not quite get enough of an improvement to beat Dom's time and get himself through. So they're the 4 drivers that we say goodbye to in Q1, and they now get to sit down and chill and watch the rest of qualifying. I believe now we do run with formation lap turned off, so I'm sure Woodsy would have remembered that. There's not a lot that sort of skips past Woodsy. He's quite a clever lad. He does know what he's doing, so I'm pretty sure he would have done that. So fastest time in Q1 was a 1:12.276. We'll have a mental note of that. 1:12.276 was the fastest in Q1. Let's see how Q2 plays out then. So we had a couple in the real life Formula 1. We had a couple more livery reveals today. Anyone that is actually watching, what's your thoughts on that new Mercedes livery then? It's like it's almost like they couldn't make up their mind. You know, it's like black, no, no, black, no. Ah, bollocks to it. We'll just go for both, shall we? That's to me. That's what it looks like. But it looks okay. As I've never been a big Mercedes fan myself personally, but it looks okay. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I don't think many people are going to be sort of very, sort of hotly anticipating this car's reveal for this season, because let's be honest, it's probably going to look very similar to that. It pretty much always does. Liveries don't really change in the Red Bull team there. First driver out was Chocky, so we'll go to Chocky then. Sort of put his outlap on the screen for you all. The new RB team, the Visa Cash App Red Bull team. I like that livery. That was one of my favourite ones, to be honest. Same as the new Kick Sauber livery. That was very nice. Ferrari, it's okay. It's different. It's almost like they've sort of taken a little bit of a rip from the from Lightning McQueen with the bits of yellow and that on the side. But it looks nice. Looks alright. I don't see a massive difference really with the Alpine or with the Aston. Maybe a slightly different colour green. The Haas looks fairly similar. Anyway, enough about the real life cars then. So Chocky will get us underway then as he starts his first flying lap in Q2. It's a very similar line to how let's jump on board actually with Chocky for his first lap. People take differing lines around this corner. I sort of found, sort of where Chocky was, sitting more central, probably the quicker line, maybe a little bit more tighter. This one can sometimes catch you out if you run too wide to the left, but he manages to keep it nice and secure on the grey stuff. Doesn't use too much of the exit curve there, Chocky. Probably a bit more time in his lap there. This sequence, that little chicane there, that really does feel unstable. I found. I've raced this track twice in 2 days, and it just back ends feels like he wants to step out a little bit. But here we go, then up to the new and revised Sector 3. A little bit tentative by Chocky there, but I don't think that's going to hurt him too much. That might hurt him a little bit. So he's braked maybe a little bit too much. I'm not sure if Chocky's overly happy with this lap. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Chocky going again. Rounds the last corner then. Initial time up to 1:12.0. There's definitely a lot more time in that for Chocky. I can tell you that now. I know Chocky and I know how quick he can be. That's a quick time. Granted, it really is, but he's definitely got more time in that. I will never count you out, Dragoon. We all know you've got a good spin in you. I mean, a good result in you. So 1:12.0 for Chocky. Find the pass 1:12.6. Goomba 13.1. Minion 13.3. Dumar 16.4. Dom's just gone in with a 12.3. We've got a Red Bull of Soapy Melons. gone back out on medium tyres, then has Mellons. He goes in just behind Chock here, 1:12.2. Very similar time, actually, Mellons there to what he did in Q1. In fact, I think that's slightly quicker than what he did in Q1. But that could be something to do with the track ramping up, getting a bit more grippier. Bobo on the mediums comes up to the line. Also, he does a 13.5. So that sits him in P7 provisionally. Oh, I think we've got an Alpine in. Oh, hello. What's the Euro doing? Can't park there, sir. Dumas. Penultimate corner then for Dumas. Rounds the last corner as we see Whitey jump up there to a 12.9, I think that was. And Dumas goes a 1:11.9, so first driver into the 1:11s in Q2. I can guarantee there will be more than just the one. Gaming Minion comes in to the pits. Same as Dom. Soapy Mellons has invalidated this lap. And he's just missed the pit entry, so he's going to have to go around again. He's got enough fuel, I think. His fuel light's not flashing, so Mellons will be okay to go around and do one more. Bobo is down on his time at the moment. Fuel light flashing away, as you can see there. So he's coming into the pits to maybe chuck on some new tyres. Some of these guys may be running sort of a scrub set for their first runs, which, you know, is what it is. Some people like to do that. I am one of them. I do like to run a scrub set quite often. Mad Mike likes the bumhole. What? Sounds like Dragoon. You need to keep that in the DMs, my friend. Brewdog is coming around to start his lap. I don't like that view. It's horrible. Soapy Mellons. How you meant chicane? I'm not sure what you've been searching on your phone, mate, but I'm not sure what you've been searching on your phone, Dragoon, but autocorrect doesn't normally change bum hole to chicane. So right, not sure if I want to watch Mad Mark now. It's a bit sort of his darkest secrets are coming out this evening. That he likes a bit of bumhole. We'll stick with Mad Mark though as he comes around the last corner to start his flying lap. We have got a driver coming round of Brewdog. Actually, we'll go back to Mad Mark. Brewdog's on our lap, so we'll go back to Brewdog. A lot more drivers are running the softs in this session, as you can imagine. Brewdog then comes up to the line, does a 14.7. That's enough for P10. Obviously, P10 is that coveted position you want to be in this to get into Q3. Don't want to be any lower than that. Let's go back to Mad Mark then. Mad Mark comes into the second DRS straight, short little DRS straight before we go into that revised Sector 3. Apparently it was a purple Sector 2 for Mad Mark, but it loves giving out purple Sector 2s to everyone, I think. Mad Mark, he'll want to be in the low 12s if he can. He's done really well in Q1. Definitely got it in him. Up to the line and does a 12.4, so yeah, it was hard to say whether he's going to be safe with that time. He could be. We've got an Alpine. That's not 0 again, is it? What is it? Brewdog. Improvement there for Brewdog, so a 13.1 then. Gaming Minion, what can Gaming Minion do? He goes in with a 12.8 just in front of his teammate. We have a Mercedes of Bobo. Just in sector 2 now, Bobo. We'll see when he gets to the sector 2 split. See if he's improving or not. He's definitely going for it. Battery's going down, DRS going open, so he's definitely pushing. And he is, nearly a whole second up on his time. That could be handy. Enough so far to put him just in front of Find the Pass, if he can keep this one going. Could even push Find the Pass to even have to go out on the softs here, you know. Round, for Bobo, very tight to the limits. Up to P3, 12-2. Just in front of Mellons, actually. Mellons has retired, I will say. He's retired from session, so he thinks he's through on a 12-2. Gaming Minion is coming in. Whitey has invalidated. He's coming in. Brewdog is coming in. He's in low fuel mode. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, 0, definitely a weird strategy. So Bobo now is the only car out on track. He is, I believe, on an in-lap as well, so there's no point sitting there watching no one. We might as well watch Bobo drive round on his in-lap. We actually have an Alpha Tauri coming back out. Both Alpha Tauris coming back out. The first one was Chocky, so obviously just behind him is his teammate Reaper. Bobo just coming into sector 3 now. Yes, you find the pass. 112,666, number of the devil, or number of the beast, or whatever it is. So there goes Bobo then. Chocky and Reaper didn't want to leave it too late before they went out on their second runs. Here we go then, Chocky. Just coming out to start his flyer now. So there goes Chocky, and his teammate isn't too far behind. Chocky, he will have a little bit of traffic. He's going to catch up with an Alpine of Dom fairly soon. Tim's has joined. I didn't even see Tim's had left, to be fair, otherwise I would have sent him an invite. See, Dom got very much out the way there. Very nice to see. Got another Alpha Tauri coming up behind him. He may actually try and stick a little bit with Chocky to not have to slow down too much. I did say I was in the belief that Chocky had a lot more time in his lap. This is his way to prove me right, hopefully. Get him into the 111s. I know he's got it in him. He's slightly down on his time at the moment, but that could all change in sector 3. Here we go. 112.045. He's just down on his time, actually. Didn't improve. Reaper. 13.453. I believe Dom was next. I might be wrong, but I'm sure Dom was next. No, I'm definitely wrong, because Brewdog's halfway around the lap. Half a second down. Zero's a Donald Trump fan. He likes the Wolves. I mean, I'm not being funny, Dragoon, but he drives around in a Ford Focus sanitary towel, you know what I mean? So, if that doesn't say enough about the bloke, I don't know what does. Brewdog then up to the line, wants to improve on 1:13.1. He doesn't do so. It's a 14.2. But I think he's now going on a lap because his batteries just started going down. Oh, what's happening here with Mad Mark? I think he was just trying to get out of the way of someone. Maybe he's made a mistake. I don't know. There's not really anyone close to him as such. We will go up to Dom. Oh, Dom looked like he was going to run really wide there. Oh, he's definitely run wide there, though. That's going to affect him. 12.6, 4.6. He was definitely improving on that time, I'll tell you that. To go as wide as he did and only not improve by that amount of time, he was definitely going to improve on the original 1:12.2. No, 1:12.3, sorry. Mad Mark coming in. Red Bull of Goomba coming around to start a lap. Brewdog coming around to finish a lap, and he's about 3.5 tenths up on his time as it stands. So this would be enough for a sort of a high 1:12. Needs to beat Whitey's 1:12.9 to have any chance of being in the top 10. And he does a 1:12.6, so that puts him P9, knocks Whitey out for the time being, but Whitey is out on another lap now. He is slightly down on his time, as it's like it said. Tim's 13.612 isn't going to be improving. Whitey's not improving either, so Whitey's out. He's invalidated. That's not going to get him through. Oh, hello. Gaming Minion, if you're stuck, as I say, if you're stuck, you can reset to track if you need to. Dom into the pit. I have just noticed as well, Zero did jump up to P3. I think Goomba's coming round. Goomba then. Oh, Goomba misses out on a top 10 spot. Not a lot in that at all. Just gets in front of Gaming Minion, but Goomba, probably one of the biggest casualties, along with maybe Whitey, of not getting through into Q3. Very unlucky. So we now know who we are going to be losing out on in this session. So a 1:11.935 is the fastest time so far this evening, set by Dumar. Quite early on actually, that time was set. So see, Chucky, I definitely, like I was saying, I know for a fact you've got more time in that lap. So now's the all-important one, though. What can we see in Q3 then? I think on Monday the slowest time in Q3 was a 12.2. You know, so the fastest time was about a 1. I think a 1:11.2. I believe it was about a second. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was about a second separating first to 10th in Q3 on Monday. So let's see how these guys fare in comparison to that. Incidents, not anything really to shout home about. We'll just give you a quick rundown. So unfortunately, like I said, Goomba has just missed out there on a spot in the top 10 shootout. Gaming Minion and Whitey, the two Haas drivers, also getting knocked out in Q2. Reaper in the AlphaTauri, and then Daft Tims in the McLaren. I didn't realise Daft Tims had lagged out, to be fair, so maybe he was actually sitting out for quite a lot of that session trying to get back in. Well, you've only got yourself to blame there, Goomba, haven't you? Dragoon, you seem to be very, very interested in bums tonight, saying Mad Mark likes bum holes, and they are saying about find the passes bum. Zero. Driving a sanitary towel does create skill issues in F1 23. Here we go then. This is it. Q3. There's no point putting the tyres on. We know what people are going to be doing. First driver out is going to be Mad Mark. Closely followed by Chocky. We'll stick with Mad Mark for now. Dragoon carrying on the topic of bums and bummers and bumders and whatever. I haven't seen Tom join yet, Primal, to be honest. Let's see if I can find Tom, see if he's online or whatever. I've just sent Tom an invite. Hopefully he can get in after sort of transferring from Monday to Wednesday, because he couldn't really commit to Mondays. I know tonight's a bit different. You know, it is Valentine's Day, etc., etc., blah, blah, blah. Some people may be busy for that, but hopefully if Tom is watching or whatever, he can see he's only got about just under 10 minutes of qualifying left. He is going to get in. Just following Mad Mark, because he will be the initial pace setter then for Q3. Fair enough, Primal. So Mad Mark's actually coming into the pits. He's not going to get us underway in Q3, but Chocky will be. Chocky then does a 1:11.8. Yep, 1:11.8. Mellons goes in with a nothing, because he's now starting a lap. Dumars. This will be Dumars' outlap or second outlap, so he's going again now. Destroyer Drac. Uh, 1:11.9 for Destroyer. Dom has invalidated. See what Zero can do then. So Zero up to the line does a 1:11.660. About 10th and a half quicker than Chocky. Bobo up to a 1:12.1. Soapy then. Not a great deal of battery left for Soapy. Gonna be quick though. At 1:11.2. Just under. That's probably very similar actually to what Soapy did on Monday. Destroyers on an in-lap. Alpine at 0. He's on an in-lap, I think. We have a Ferrari sitting stationary. He has to be careful. One, to not get disqualified, and two, not to sort of get in anyone's way. I'm not exactly sure what Destroyer's doing. He probably could have just get going there, get into the pits. Bobo's coming in. Soapy Melons will be coming in. I'm not sure what's going on with... You don't have the fuel. Go in. What are you doing? In. Stay out, stay out. No, he's going to carry on. Ah, I see. He was giving Brewdog a tow, look. Oh, isn't that nice of him, look. Find the pass. First time in Q3 to find the pass then. 1:11.7 for find the pass into P3 then. Just in front of his teammate Dumart. So what can Brewdog do then? They say he had a bit of a tow from his teammate. So hopefully it helped him out a little bit down the straight. Brewdog up to the line. Does a 1:13.1 for Brewdog. Mad Mark is invalidated, so unfortunately I think that is Q3 done for Mad Mark because it's invalidated obviously that and next. Unfortunately, I hate that rule. I really do hate it. Find the pass coming in. Destroyer Drac has run out of fuel. He'll be coming in. Drac's teammate Brewdog is the furthest round, but hasn't really got the battery. He's not really pushing, I don't think, because his battery's actually going up. And his fuel light's flashing away, so he will not be improving this lap. Still 4 minutes to go, mine, so there is still a bit of time for some people. Mad Mark could probably get round. If he can get in and out straight away, he may be able to get a time in. Oh, Chucky. Getting into the 1:11s alone is nothing to turn your nose up at, mate. Don't hit that wall. Apex did that Monday. Dom is the only driver out actually on a lap, so we're going to stick with Dom now. Yeah, Mad Mark probably needs to come straight back out if he wants to get a time on the board. Dom is on a lap now. Here he goes. Dom does a 1:12.3. It's enough for provisional P8 for Dom. I think that's pretty much him spent though in Q3. He's not going to be able to improve. Mad Mark has got out. That's nice to see. Chucky and Dumar. Dumar's furthest round, but again, as you can see there, look, hasn't used any battery, so he's doing like a second out lap, which he seems to have sort of stuck with that sort of strategy all evening. So maybe it works well for him. He was top in Q2, so maybe it does work. If Tom's definitely not going to make it for him, well then yeah, just jump in so we can get the 20 on the grid. It's unfortunate that Tom isn't going to make it. Cheers, Dragoon. Thank you very much. I'll just say thank you very much for that. Sticking with Chocky, because Chocky is going round, hopefully trying to improve on his 111.8. No, he's coming in, so he's not happy. Soapy Melons is coming around to start his last flyer. 1 minute to go now. So you're going to make me miss all the last action, Prime Way, just to send you an invite. Hang on. Now. Can't you? Can't you? Not there. You weren't there. Find the pass. Spun on his outlap. Mad Mark then. Final lap for Mad Mark. Mad Mark does a 1:12.5, so just in front of Brewdog then for Mad Mark. Brewdog is actually out on a lap now. It's Destroyer who's coming around first though, so Destroyer up to P5, then a 1:11.7 for Destroyer. Up to P3 for Bobo, 1:11.6. Soapy doesn't improve, unfortunately for Soapy. Still currently is sat P1. Brewdog rounds the last corner. He is improving quite a fair bit. 1:12.3 for Brewdog. Is that 0? 0 jumps above Bobo, a 1:11.6 for 0. And now it's just Find the Pass that we're waiting for. Is slightly improving as it stands. Round the last corner for Pass. Where can he go? Puts himself on at a 1:11.6. Just jumps in front of 0 into P3 behind his teammates. So we've got Alfa Romeo second and third this evening. Well done to those top 3 drivers then. Well done to everyone really who managed to get into the top 10. Now the fun begins though. What we're here for, the racing. So we'll give you another quick rundown after I've gone through the race director again. Incidents. Just 2 there, speeding in the pit lane for Chocky and Drac. I will call you out, naughty naughty. So there are the results then. So 1:11.2 for Soapy Melons takes pole position this evening. Dumar in P2, sharing the front row with Melons on a 1:11.4, and Find the Pass of 1:11.6 starts third this evening behind his teammate. 0 fourth, Bobo 5th, Destroyer 6th, Chocky 7, Dom 8, Brewdog 9, and Mad Mark had a bit of a calamitous Q3, should we say, but still managed to get a time on the board. It weren't too bad of a time, to be honest. Mad Mark there, P10, and rounds off the top 10. Take a clip of it, Chocky, if you really want to, mate. Send it in, and the stewards can take a look. Certainly something that can be looked at and sorted out if necessary. But try and get that out your head now, Chocky. Have your 5-minute break, gather your thoughts, and get going on the race. Few viewers this evening so far, thank you very much for tuning in. Really do appreciate it as we watch these Wednesday guys in RRF1 show us around this glorious circuit to Catalunya in Spain, which, from what I've heard, actually, I know I saw the Madrid track had been announced, but I didn't realise it was actually replacing Catalunya. I thought it was just going to be another track on the grid, so I suppose they can't have two Spanish Grand Prix. But they could have made one a European Grand Prix, I suppose, like they used to in Valencia. But from what I've heard, from what I can gather, it sounds like the Madrid track is actually replacing this, and it is going to be another. It is going to be another street circuit as well. That Madrid circuit when it is finally on the calendar. Oh, this is where I would normally put the strategies up and the race director up, so people can see, so you guys watching can see what they're doing in regards to their strategies and tyres, etc. But I found again, it's another thing with this game. It glitches out sometimes. Then I will have to leave the lobby and rejoin. It sort of puts a break on the stream. So for now, I'll leave you all with your thoughts. I'll have a couple of minutes just to sort of sit here and have a bit of a vape and wait for this race start. It will be fairly quick. Obviously, there's no formation, so I will be sat here still ready and waiting, just with my mic turned off. So I'll speak to you all soon. Right, here we go then. 4-5 red lights, no formation lap this evening, and away they go. I did see your message. Thank you very much, Hilly. Hello, Hilly. Hopefully not too many issues into turn one as we watch them all plough down towards turn one. Soapy Melons does still hold the advantage going in. He's still there. I think as it stands, everything looks okay. Oh, no, we have got 2 cars there. 3 cars, 4 cars, 5 cars. There's a bit of a pile-up, to be fair. Whitey, Woodsy's managed to get around it. Whitey, Tim's, Goomba, Madmark and Primal. Primal did get in then. It's nice to see Primal did get in. Unfortunately, gets caught up turn one. That's probably not the ideal start for Primal. Not that he would have wanted. A few movements up here. I mean, Zero's dropping down a little bit. Chocky's managed to get himself up in front of Zero. Bobo P3, Dumar P2. Find the Passers, drop down a couple of positions. Let's get the tyres up quickly. Tyres. Right, so we go down to the Reaper and Minion. They're battling away here in sector 3. Looks like Reaper's just got the best of Minion there. Both on the medium tyre to start. Evening, TT all day. Thank you very much for tuning in. Very much appreciated. Soapy Melons then a 1:18.5 first lap of the race. Destroyer and Brewdog, the 2 Ferraris, swapping positions. We do have sector 3 yellows. That is Madmark again by the looks of things. Maybe getting caught up a bit there with Daft Tims as Tims is coming into the pits. Dragoon. And a bit of a battle here with the Reaper. He's got 49. I mean, a little look up the inside of him actually, Dragoon has. A little shout out to Dragoon actually. Oh, 49. Having another look up the inside here on Dragoon. Going to be side by side coming into this little bit dodgy chicane, uphill chicane. Don't want to be going side by side in there, and 49 does sort of fall back into place, and he can live to fight another day. Let's go up to Zero because he is very, very close. And he's actually swinging round Chocky. Still having a look up the inside of Chocky. Chocky giving him as much room as he needs to give him and keeps a position. And Zero stays there in P6. A lot going on early doors here. Zero's now got Destroyer Drac for company. Soapy Melons a 1:14.4 as he's nearly opened up a 2-second gap there in front of Find the Pass. Zero having another look at Chocky up the inside into turn 1. Oh, a little bit of side pod contact there between the two. Zero trying to give as much room as he can. Chocky's still hanging it there, but loses out unfortunately this time to Zero, and Zero moves himself up to P5. We've got Primal and Goomba making moves a bit further down. I think that was down the straight. Yeah, Primal moves himself up to P16. Goomba P17. Madmark's jumped above the Reaper, who's in the pits. Daft Tim's after his pit stop is unfortunately 46.5 seconds behind the Reaper at the moment. Right, where are we now? So let's go back up to this battle here. We've got Chocky, Destroyer, Drac, Brewdog, Zero, Bobo, Duma. They're all quite close up behind. It's almost like a Find the Pass train here actually. From second down to about 8th, which is Brewdog. And also I can see there we've got Whitey and Woodsy having a little battle further down. Let's go down to that one quickly. Woodsy running a bit wide onto the AstroTurf there. Whitey starting to pile the pressure onto Woodsy, seeing if he can force him into a mistake. But if Whitey can sit there, he should get the DRS assistance down the straight, and that will be job done for Whitey. He gets a nice drive out that corner. Maybe a little bit better of a drive out the corner for Woodsy, but Whitey now with that rear DRS flap open just drives past Woodsy's Aston Martin and takes P14. We've got 49 and Toto Wolf having a bit of a battle here as well. Zero starting to pile the pressure on Bobo's Mercedes. He wants to get a bit of a move on here, Zero. If he can get past Bobo, he can then he probably has the pace in him to try and attack the Alfa Romeos that are sitting second and third at the moment. Give me a better view than that. Fucking hell. Ooh, ooh. So Bobo still sat in the DRS to Dumar. so there's not going to be an advantage for Zero. It all depends on what sort of exit it can get out the final corner. Pretty odds on even there. Zero using a bit of his battery. Actually, let's put that on. Zero used a little bit of his battery, but it's not going to quite get the run on Bobo into turn one. And that is what it is. Destroyer and Shocky having a little play together there into turn one as well. Just missed it, but I could see the deltas. Let's go to 49 and Toto Wolf. Still very close between these two as well. You see Toto Wolf's ERS light actually flashing away there. His battery light flashing, so he's going to be below sort of 10% then. 10-15% for Toto Wolf. Yeah, look, there we go, 14. 49 sitting pretty on about 60%. It's not the easiest of tracks to keep that battery and replenish that battery. Primal now starting to put a bit of pressure on Whitey, who made the move on Woodsy a little while ago. Woodsy's now lost out to another two drivers. Primal will sit behind Whitey and maybe have a look to attack him down the straight. Whitey is about 4 seconds back from 49 in front of him. Let's stick with this one for the time being then. Can Goomba have a little say in this as well? He's tucking himself in behind Primal. They'll both get the DRS, and Whitey could potentially be a bit of a sitting duck here. Goomba catching up with Primal. Primal now using his battery and his DRS to try and get up alongside Whitey. Whitey's battling this very, very well. Leaves him the space. There's yellow flags just in front. They've got to slow down a bit. Don't want to get caught up with that sort of slow-moving car, which is actually the 49. Whitey had a little bit of a squirrely moment there and has conceded the position as it looks to Primal. He's still trying to hang it in there, but unfortunately Primal gives him that little bit of a squeeze, which he was entitled to do, being the fact that he had the position. And Goomba has still having to sit there behind Whitey and continue this battle now with 49 involved as well. So Whitey has rear wing damage according to Betchers. Betchers probably sat in party with Whitey actually, so probably believe that source is correct. So Whitey's struggling a bit. Goomba just needs to be a bit patient. Yeah, see Goomba's going to get a bit of a run here. Whitey's rear wing damage is probably helping him in a straight line. Oh, very close. Oh, side pod touch in there between Goomba and Whitey. 49 and Primal. Primal's got the position from 49 and moves himself up to P13. Not a bad start there for Primal after the bad start from Primal, if you know what I mean. He's managed to sort of get himself back underway fairly quickly, and he's now up to P13. As you can see, Soapy Melons has now opened up a 3-second gap to Dumas. Let's move on then. Let's move on to this front group. The 2 Alfa Romeo is playing a nice little team game here. Not sure if Find the Pass is going to try and send a move. He's probably trying to save his battery. Yeah, see, he backs off. Probably got a little bit hindered by his teammate a bit there. Soapy Melons lost a bit of time, I think. Set to 2 yellows. That looks like Daft Tim's spinning his car back round and carrying on. He's going to have all the front runners coming up behind him though, so soon he's going to have to be getting well out the way to allow these cars to lap and get through without any sort of incident. Just got to be very careful here, Tims. The Dumas train still continues on. Dumas pass Bobo, Destroyer and Zero are the drivers in this train. Chocky is actually trying to catch up to the back of it. He's not too far off. Will potentially be in it when it comes to the straight. All depends on how this final sector goes for him. Can he get into it before the DRS detection? Doesn't look like he's quite going to get there. No, he's not, unfortunately. Not this lap. What's Pass going to do this time? Is he going to stick behind? He's now being attacked by Bobo, so he may have to react to this. Oh, and he loses out onto Bobo and loses the position. And Destroyer Drac is tucked in behind, find the pass as well. Ooh, defensive driving from Bobo. Not, by the looks of it, wasn't to pass his liking, but he has managed to keep the position for now. Let's have a quick look. Softs will start to struggle now. Yes, that is right, Hilly, they will. I mean, they're not quite like what I did last night. Was it 14 laps on the softs? I didn't want to take them any further than that, but I could have done. Yeah, don't say that, Hayden. Don't say that. It's my last Saturday race for about 4 weeks, so I don't want it to be wet. That looked like Find the Pass got a little bit sideways there, actually, around the penultimate corner. Sophie Mellon's 3-second penalty already. It's only lap 10. Destroyer goes past Find the Pass and moves himself up to P4, and now these guys need to do something about Dumas. Destroyer looking very, very racy at the moment, actually. I think past his tyres is, I think that, like Hilly said, that is the issue, I believe. I think these softs are starting to drop off in comparison to the medium. The soft tyre is starting to struggle now. That may even be why Soapy Melons has picked up a penalty. Primal now is about two tenths behind Toto Wolff. And Soapy's retired. Hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Race leader gone. And Bobo is involved in it. I think he's hit Soapy's crashed car. Hang on. Soapy hasn't... He's just retired. What? I don't know what's happened there. I really do hope we get a clip of that, because that looked a bit suspect to me. Not sure if Soapy's had a spin and then just got fed up and retired the car. But obviously with the AI taking control of it, Bobo has got caught up with that and has now got severe front wing damage and is having to come in. And then he gets a 5 seconds for speeding into the pit lane as well for his troubles. Keep going, Bobo. Stick the hards on. That's kind of messed up the gaps we had, because it looks like Zero might have been involved in that as well, maybe. Because he's now down to P14. He's being attacked by Mad Mark on the pit exit. In fact, Mad Mark actually gets around Zero. Bobo's got the Reaper bearing down on him as he goes into turn 1 after his pit stop. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I'm not sure what happened with Soapy. Soapy Melons, James, is actually not a bad driver normally. I'm not sure what he's done there. I know he's joined WAO. He joined WAO on my invite, to be fair, because I invited him in, and normally he's actually quite dependable. He has been over the first 2 races of the season here in RRF1 on Mondays. I'm just not sure what happened there with him tonight. I'm not sure whether he's had an issue or what, but yeah, I'm sure we'll find out what happened. Let's get back to the action then. Goomba's now having a look at the back of Toto Wolff. Primal's found himself up to P9, yet still on those soft tyres, 11 lap old softs for past Chocky and Primal now. These guys going side by side. Toto Wolff's managed to get a move on Goomba. Goomba's still going to have a look up the inside. Little bit of side pod touching there, but Goomba looks like he's got the position back. Toto Wolff still going to have a little look up the inside, actually backs out of that. You could see that gap was closing, and he continues on behind Goomba. Destroyer Drac now starting to put some more pressure on Dumar, staying in the DRS. Find the pass after all that has ended up back up into P3. I didn't think that happened. I do feel really sorry for Bobo though. Not sure. I know this game does have a bit of a glitch where sometimes if you lag out, it retires your car for you. I'm hoping that that's not what happened, but you never know. Yes, James, we did. Yeah. Yeah, very, very good driving by the two of us. That was lap 1, I think it was as well. Right, so just a couple of close battles at the moment. So Toto, Wolf and Goomba fairly close. Then we do have Destroyer, who is closing down to Dumar. And Gaming Minion is quite close to the back of Dragoon as well. Just trying to keep an eye on the battles as they play out. Let's go up to Gaming Minion and Dragoon. Destroyer Drac probably won't be making a move yet. He'll probably wait till the long straight. Let's go up to the top 2 then. Destroyer Drac potentially could take the lead if he can stick with Dumar going into the final DRS straight. Rounds the last corner now. Let's see what sort of run he can get on Dumar. This could be P1 here for Destroyer, as Chocky has now decided to get off those softs, and Destroyer Drac does take the lead away from Dumar. Now let's see if he can get away, or is Dumar just going to return the favour next lap? We will soon find out. So Chocky has gone to the medium, so Chocky's doing the soft medium strategy, which is doable. I don't really personally. I don't get on with the mediums very much on this track. It's just they don't feel right. Zero definitely has lost out a little bit because Chocky's come out ahead of him on the medium tyre. Zero definitely going to the end on his hards. Chocky's come out right behind this battle with Goomba and Toto Wolf. He's not going to want to be sitting here too long. He'll need to sort of meander his way through them best he can without slowing or sort of hindering his race, because he will have Zero catching up quite rapidly behind. Chocky really is trying to find a way past, but Goomba and Toto Wolf, they're not obliged to get out his way, but Chocky's got a nice run on Goomba. Goomba's going to hang it up the inside. He's still there, a little bit of contact there, but not really a great deal Chocky could do. Goomba probably over-battled that one. And Chocky then shoots up the inside of Toto Wolf. Yellow flags for a second there. And Chocky then moves up to P9. Toto's going to get a nice DRS toe down the straight with Zero attacking him behind. More people pitting now. Pass and Brewdog have gone in. Primal is in as well, getting those softs off of the car. Zero is having a look up the inside of Chocky. And Chocky manages just to fight Zero off and keep that P7 and find the pass. Has come out about 3.5, just over 3 seconds in front of these guys. Gaming Minion up to P5, still on the tail of Dragoon. Dumar still, he's flirting with that 1 second to Destroyer. I think Destroyer's trying his best to get him out of it. They'll be continuing on at the moment, I think, on those mediums for a little bit longer. Unless they go in for hards. No, they're carrying on. Dumar, I believe he hasn't got it. So Dumar has not got the DRS. And Destroyer now has an opportunity to try and get away. He has a lot more battery. But look at that fuel light. Look at the fuel light for Destroyer Drac. It is yellow, which means he's under-fueled. He's going to be counting on a safety car to try and bring that into the positive. Otherwise, he's going to have to start doing some major fuel saving towards the end of this race. But as it stands, he is in P1. He really would be kicking himself if he ends up like running out of fuel and losing that P1. Goomba has now got Brewdog for company. Goomba has not made a pit stop yet. He's on 15 lap old mediums. They will be definitely feeling a bit more second hand now, those medium tyres. All those drivers that are out on the mediums, The hards, Dom and Dragoon. Excuse me again. Yeah, Dom and Dragoon. The hards, you could probably go a bit longer on them. They won't be feeling terrible yet. They're probably a sort of about, I guess I'd say about sort of between 30 and 40% warm after 15 laps. Find the pass, getting past Dragoon, making his way up to, back up to P4. All the while, in fact, it looks like Dumar's gone in, but I was about to say, all the while these front two stay out, it is going to benefit someone like Find the Pass, who's done quite a large undercut. So he sets the fastest lap there of 14.4. He does get in front of his teammate as his teammate now comes out, but there's a big group of cars coming down, and Dumar's not going to want to be behind them. He's come out in between Dragoon and Gaming Minion, so it could have been a hell of a lot worse. So he's come out not too bad in the end. Dom and Destroyer, so 14.5 second gap now up to Destroyer. Destroyer may want to react to Dumar as Dumar has just gone in, so we'll keep an eye to see what Destroyer does do. But I think he does need to react to what Dumar has done, as Dumar now is having a look at the back of Dragoon. Zero and Chocky a little bit of a coming together there with Minion, and that slowed both of their progress down and has allowed Zero to look really interested as he goes for a sort of an over-under. Is he going to get the double overtake? This is going to be very close. No! Oh, they've both come together. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a coming together there from Zero and Chocky. That'll probably be another one for the stewards. Get going, Chocky, if you can. If you're stuck, no, you're all right. Get yourself going, mate. Head up. No, he's left the session. Dragoon and Gaming Minion have made their pit stops. They're now coming out. Dragoon now into P10. That's not a bad position for Dragoon to be coming out, to be honest. He could definitely progress from there. There's still sort of 3 guys to pit in front of him, so it's not a bad position for those guys to be coming out in. Where are we now? Let's have a look. So let's go down to Woodsy and Mad Mark, etc. Where pit stops are concerned. Mad Mark's just come out right in front of Whitey. Whitey, we heard earlier on, has got rear wing damage supposedly, so doesn't stop him battling though. He looks up the inside of Mad Mark. Whitey only 2 lap hold hard, so he's not going to have much of a disadvantage in comparison to Mad Mark's brand new tyres. James and Hilly having a little bit of a banter session in my chat. So Dom has now made his pit stop, and he's going to come out behind Goomba, who say Goomba still yet to make a stop, the same as Destroyer Drac. So you can imagine they are going to be doing the medium soft strategy as well. Pretty sure I saw Chocky leaving the session. I'm hoping it wasn't by accident or he's lagged out. I have sent him another invite though. Let's get rid of that. Destroyer now does pull the trigger and come in for his soft tyres. Where's Find the Pass going to be in comparison? Don't forget, Destroyer is going to be very quick once he gets going. So Find the Pass takes the lead of the race. I think Dumar may just get him as well. Dumar does. You see him there. Destroyer comes out in P3, but on fresh tyres, fresh soft tyres at that, so he's going to want to make this. Goomba's had a bit of an incident coming around the last corner there. Maybe his tyres are starting to go up the ghost. Maybe he should have gone in this lap. It's definitely going to have to come in this lap, though. He should have come in last lap, I believe. But continues on for now. He's going to be putting the soft tyres on fairly shortly. He's being put under pressure here by Primal. Goomba probably won't be battling this one too much. I mean, he'll never give up on it, but he won't battle it too much, I don't believe. And Primal takes the position away there from Goomba. Goomba drops down to P9. And then, so he needs to carry on, get his head down, put the softs on, and see what you can do, mate. Let's go down here, Mad Mark and Woodsy. Woodsy just 4.5 tenths behind Mad Mark. And Mad Mark very, very close still to the back of Whitey. You could have jumped on here with me, Hilly. You know, you could have given me a hand rather than sitting there twiddling your thumbs. I know you were begging for a Valentine's date, but you could have sat here with me. Goomba is now pitting, like I said. He probably should have done that last lap. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. If he'd done it last lap, he wouldn't have made that spin going around the last corner. So let's see where Goomba comes out. It looks like he's going to come out just in front of Whitey. This Whitey Mad Mark Woodsy battle is where Goomba wants to be coming out in front of. So 3-second advantage then. So Destroyer Drac has got past Dumar. He's now got to make up the 3 seconds to find the pass. It looks like he's actually bringing it down fairly quickly. Destroyer Drac there, fastest lap of the race. Since I've been looking at that delta, which has been about 10 seconds, he's nearly made up a whole second on Find the Pass. So you can imagine that is going to be the battle coming very soon for the lead. Probably in the next lap or two, once Destroyer's tyres get properly into that operating window, he'll be chomping down on that time between him and Find the Pass. I think they do have a lapped car in front of them. That is Chucky. Unsure whether it's Chucky or whether it's Chucky's AI. I am unsure, to be honest. After that unfortunate incident Chucky had there with Zero. Oh. Daft Tim's spinning his car back round. Be careful! Jesus Christ. Wow, whoever that was that's just avoided that. Fair play. Fair fucking play to you. That was the 49. That was insane. I do not know what Daft Tim's was doing there. That is just inexperience and lack of awareness as far as I'm concerned. That was horrendous. Thank you very much, Hilly. Did you shit yourself just as much as I did then when Tim's did that? So we've got a bit of movement down here then. So trying to keep an eye on Destroyer and Find the Pass though as well. Look, Destroyer has made up that time. He doesn't need to rush, doesn't need to force it. He needs to take his time. He's still low on fuel though, Destroyer Drac. So can he afford just to sit behind, try and save some fuel and then make the move later on? Only Destroyer Drac knows that. Yeah, driver of the day to the 49 for that manoeuvre. Wow, that was an evasive manoeuvre if ever I've seen one. That was incredible. So Destroyer Drac does take the lead then. So he now needs to try and make up some time on Find the Pass, but still has that yellow fuel light. So I don't think anyone else has. I haven't seen it pop up. No, there's no other yellow fuel lights, so it is just Destroyer who has underfueled for this race tonight. So 8/10 the difference now. He is trying to pull away. Daft Tim's 3-second penalty for you. Bobo is now tucked in behind Primal. In fact, I think Primal may have actually made a move on him. Don't quote me, I might be wrong. Primal's on newer tyres than Bobo, but they are the mediums, and the mediums do start feeling a bit rough around this time. They really do. It's such a strange compound on this track. How the softs and the hards just feel so superior compared to the mediums. The mediums are really horrendous once they get to a certain point. So Zero now in the pits, so he's going to be going for a set of soft compound tyres now, I think. Maybe to try and take the fastest lap. He's going to lose out on a fair few positions though. He's going to come out, if he's lucky, in front of Gaming Minion. But he may not. No, he's not. I think Minion's still going to get him. So he's going to come out in P10 Zero then. I made a similar sort of pit stop, this similar sort of time last night on fresh softs. Well, actually they were 6% worn, but I just couldn't make up the time. You know, it was, once you get to a certain distance away from any other cars, it just seems very, very difficult to try and close them up. So Bobo and Primal battling away. Primal up to P6. Bobo trying to put him under pressure for that P6, but does have a penalty. Lap 25 of 33, this race is pretty quickly thrown past. Closest battle as it stands is this one that we're on at the moment, Bobo and Primal. He'll be sticking in the DRS to Primal, maybe to try and make a bit of, well, mount a bit of a challenge on his P6 position. Has a fair bit of ERS advantage as well. Maybe not trying to force it so much though, knowing he does have a penalty. Definitely, yeah, Hayden, I agree. Once you get out of a DRS range to someone, it really is a struggle to try and get back into it. I do definitely agree. So Bobo hasn't made any inroads on Primal as of yet. Not sure, as I say, whether he's just going to be sort of sitting. Let's go to Zero because he's on these fresh soft tyres. He's now going to try to make a move on Gaming Minion. Once he gets past Minion though, he's got just under 6 seconds. He'll then need to try and make up on Dragoon. Gaming Minion doesn't want to battle that too much. Knows it's probably a lost cause, and Zero moves himself up to P9. Like I say, 5.5 seconds now away from Dragoon, and he's got 6-7 laps to do so. So he's blown you out, Hilly, and he's not even actually spending time with his missus. He's just sitting there also twiddling his thumbs at home. He could have taken you out, see? But just again, thank you very much everyone for tuning in to this stream this evening. Try to give you the best show I possibly could. Bobo and Primal then. Bobo is going to make a move on Primal into turn 1, and he does before the corner, and that's P6 for Bobo. Primal's going to try his best to try and come back. I looked to the left then, half expecting an orange McLaren to start appearing, but it didn't. Primal's now tucked in behind. Again, he can still afford to sit behind. He doesn't need to force it. He's got the tyre, well, I say he's got the tyre advantage. Those tyres won't be feeling very nice. But all he needs to look at is the fact that Bobo does have a penalty to his name. So he will inherit that position. Happy Valentine's, boys, says James. And you, James. Here we go then, Primal. That Bobo's, he burned a bit of battery out the corner to try and keep himself in front. He still has a bit of a battery advantage, but Primal's going to have a bit of a look, but Bobo protects that position very, very well. Primal's getting a better run around turn 3 into turn 4 now. Just keeping a look back on Zero. He is starting to make quite a lot of gains actually on Dragoon. So he's just over a second away. He'll be in DRS range come the next DRS section. Primal and Bobo still very, very close. Oh, there's yellow flags. I think that is Daft Tim's, I believe. Oh, safety car, safety car. Safety car. We're going to see everyone pile into the pits now. Safety car will stay out for another couple of laps. I'm still unsure whether Chocky is AI or not. If he's not AI, he needs to be let through. Hilly. So yeah, expect to see a fair few people coming into the pits now. It is gonna become basically a three lap race, 2 lap race now. And that normally spells carnage. So I'll do my best to keep up with it all for you guys on this Valentine's evening, February 14th. Destroyer Drac has stayed out. This is what he wanted. He wanted the safety car because look, his fuel light has now gone off, so he's got the fuel that he needed. But will he have the tyres? Everyone is behind him is going to be on fresh softs, and he is sitting there on 9 lap old softs. I don't know why he hasn't pit. Yeah, you're right. So Bobo has. So it was a 5 second that Bobo had. Actually, I remember him getting that earlier on when he went into the pits a little bit too quickly. There's Destroyer going in now. Did he miss the pit entry? He can't have missed the pit entry, surely. I mean, it's going to limit the damage now, I think, him coming in. Because he's going to get the opportunity to come out potentially behind the Mercedes of Bobo. No, just in between Bobo and Dragoon. So Destroyer Drac's come out P7. I really don't know. It's the Ferrari strategists. Oh, right, so find the pass. It came out after he... I see. So it really has messed Destroyer up then. So we now have an Alfa Romeo 1-2. Beginning of the race, it was an Alfa Romeo 2-3. So they've stayed there where they need to be. Safety car is still staying out. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if Chocky is AI or not. It doesn't look like he is, so people are meant to be getting out of his way. He's in between Zero and Destroyer Drac. Bobo, sorry. He's in between Zero and Bobo. Bobo was meant to be getting out of the way and allowing Chocky through. Gets off track, it means Chocky can get through and then try and catch up again, or have the best chance of catching up. I mean, personally, I think they should actually code it into the game so it actually comes up saying lapped cars may now overtake. But they don't, so we have to take it upon ourselves to do it, and it's fairly simple to do. You just go off track and allow the lapped car through. And they haven't done it. It's actually in the league rules to do it. Unfortunately, Bobo could be looking at a penalty for not getting out the way of the lap car. So there'll be no DRS assistance for the rest of this race, because it's going to come in at the end of this lap. So lap 32 and lap 33, a 2-lap sprint for this evening's race, effectively. Okay, Chocky is AI. Okay, that's not a problem then. As I did see he left earlier. I'm not sure if he just lagged out or what. I did send him an invite. I didn't see his name come up. Then I didn't see Primal's name come up when he joined. So if he's AI, fair enough. Safety car, like I said, in this lap. It's now the Alfa Romeo's race to lose. Find the Pass could probably try and get away with Dumas protecting him a little bit from Dom. It is down to find the Pass now. He becomes the de facto safety car. Once he decides he wants to go, he cannot change his mind, as always. And there he goes. His teammate has actually gone with him, which is probably ideal. The two Alfa Romeos scamper away from Dom. Brewdog's going to have a look. Don't forget, no DRS assistance for the rest of this race. So expect people to try and be sending moves into turn 1 on the last lap. Destroyer Drac really keen to try and make a move. Dragoon protects it. There is yellow flags. I can see that. That looks like it's Chocky's AI actually. It might have actually been the Reaper. Dragoon is protecting that position from Destroyer, and he keeps it, and actually Destroyer is coming under pressure from Bobo. Bobo's been shoved out wide, and that's going to allow Zero to come past him. It is definitely Hayden. Yeah, ERS crucial at this moment in time. Bobo gets a 3-second time penalty there. Probably runs a bit wide on that sort of uphill right-hander, a blind right-hander. Dragoon is really trying to defend. Let's go up to these guys. Dom is under attack from Brewdog. Brewdog could potentially take his P3 away here. He's going to be burning everything. Dom hasn't got a great deal of battery. Brewdog's got a hell of a lot more. Sits in the slipstream, finding the pass, takes the fastest lap. Is Dom just going to have enough? I think he may do. Brewdog has still got some in the locker, some battery. I would have probably tried to dump it all there. He definitely had an advantage. Dumas sitting nicely in P2, not really putting any sort of challenge on his teammate. Zero up against Destroyer, and Zero's also got Bobo up the inside. Destroyer is still stuck up behind Dragoon. And Bobo's backed off from Zero a little bit. Goomba's now going to start having a little look at Bobo. Zero still tucked in behind Destroyer Drac. Destroyer Drac still trying to find any sort of way past Dragoon that he can. Dragoon has given up the idea of catching P5, and he's trying to protect his P6 with everything he has. Brewdog hasn't managed to get past Dom, so Dom looks like he may keep P3 as it stands. All Destroyer Drac and Zero. Destroyer Drac keeps P7, Zero having to settle for P8. Let's go up to Dumas and find the pass. As Find the Pass rounds the last corner to take the win this evening around Circuit de Catalunya in Spain. Dumas, his teammates, are 1-2 for the Alfa Romeo team. Excellent result for them. Dom just manages to hold off Brewdog, and Brewdog takes P4. Primal there in P5, considering he started from the back and didn't really get any practice in as such, and joined right at the end of qualifying. Primal's actually managed to finish P5. He gets the game given driver of the day there. I'm still yet to decide who my driver of the day is going to be. But in all fairness, I can't really argue with it. Primal's had a great race. Zero has left session already. He's not very happy, I don't think. They can't all go your way, Zero. Stop being such a baby. Quick rundown of all the incidents there. And then I'll send some invites out. So well done to everyone that has managed to finish tonight. Find the pass, like I said, takes the win. I'll invite him quickly into... what is going on with this stupid thing tonight? Invite to party. Find the pass first with Dumar in second, Dom in P3. So I'm just going to invite the top, first and third this evening. Brewdog P4, Primal 5, Dragoon does manage to hold on to P6 and Destroyer Drac P7, Zero in P8, Goomba 9, Gaming Minion 10th, Mad Mark 11th, Bobo 12th, Totem Wolf 13th with Whitey in 14, 49 is 15th, Woodsy 16, Reaper 17, Chocky unfortunately was AI after his incident with Zero, and then Tim's and Melons have both DNF'd this evening, so they are the two guys there. Well, I think there's three of them. Chocky, Tim's and Soapy unfortunately miss out on points this evening. Same as Reaper and Woodsy. Only the top 15 get points in RRF1. Still all hotly contested for though. But what a great win there from Find the Pass. I believe I see him join my party. Include your audio if you may, kind sir.
Done.
Thank you. Well, thank you for joining me. That was was that a fun race?
Yeah, it was great, and the gamble paid off when I saw the crash happen. I saw that Drac was around the last corner, and I gambled there'd be a safety car, so I went in the pits. Otherwise, I'd have missed it as well. So I'm glad that gamble paid off. I was catching him very slowly on that last couple of laps before the safety car came out, due to him being on very old softs, and my mediums were old, but they were. I was nearly in DRS range, and I think it would have been a close battle at the end. But if that gamble didn't pay off, he would have won. Like by 20 seconds, because no safety car, and I'd have been more like a muppet. But
yeah, as I say, I know you had the stream on whilst you were racing. Obviously,
yes.
You were aware that he was underfueled.
Yep.
Yeah, so he had to do something. But yeah, so unfortunately he missed that pit entry, like you say. He missed the pit entry and didn't quite get to pit when you all did, and that actually effectively, say, lost him the race lead as such. Yes. But yeah, you were there to pick up the pieces, and so was your teammate. Excellent result for your team tonight. Excellent result, 1-2 for the Alfa Romeo team tonight, and also there's a great result for P3, which was Dom, I believe. I can't remember now. I'm sure it was Dom.
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah, Dom P3. Great result for everyone that did turn up. I did invite the third place finisher, but maybe doesn't have a mic or doesn't want to.
I don't know if Dom has a mic.
No, it's not a problem, but we've got you in anyway. Thank you very much for joining.
No worries. Thank you for streaming.
But no problem at all. I'll turn my attention to the chat. Thank you very much, everyone that has stayed with me this evening and given me some messages to read as we go through. So thank you very much. The stream's always a lot more fun when I have people to talk to. This evening, obviously, any clips, if anyone does have any, send them through to the relevant stewards through the tickets on the Discord. Hopefully, I say another quick shout out to Diesel Dominator as well. Hopefully he's feeling a lot better next week and he can continue on his role, as I won't be able to cover it next week, as I will be back racing myself on a Wednesday over in WAO. But until next week, RRF1 signing out, where we will be back hopefully on Diesel Dominator's channel. Thanks, Find the Pass, for joining me, and I'll see you all later.